despite reservations from the left, right, and most importantly from the American public, they decided to pass a resolution to bomb Syria in retaliation for President Bashar al-Assad's alleged use of chemical weapons. The committee voted 10-7, with one voting present, and a delayed markup of a resolution to authorize the use of military force. This would allow the president to mount a bombing campaign aimed at the Syrian regime's weapons of mass destruction for up to 90 days.
It gives the president authority to go after anything that has to do with weapons of mass destruction in Syria for up to 90 days, so which is an important limitation on what the president originally asked for. And it also prevents him from explicitly putting boots on the ground to support this mission. So it is more narrow than what the president asked for. However, when I was watching this, it struck me how actually warlike the action would be, because there's a claim from former Senator Kerry, Secretary of State Kerry, that this wouldn't be a war, but there was all this discussion about War Powers Act, and if you look at what it allows them to do, you're firing bombs, you're moving ships, and in order to keep these weapons of mass destruction from being transferred to terrorists or to be used in the future, then it sounds like it would actually have to be longer than a 90-day commitment to me, unless there's some way you can eliminate these things in 90 days, which...
Well, that's just it, Mike. Once you're in there, you can push for reauthorization much more easily than the initial authorization. But one question that comes up for me is, when you talk about having permission to bomb anything related to chemical weapons usage in Syria, that doesn't bind you to the geographic nation state of Syria. If they found that there was some form of intelligence or some organization that was outside of Syria that was connected directly to the use of chemical weapons in Syria, they could theoretically strike a target 5,000 miles from Syria, could they not?
Yeah, absolutely. And in fact, I believe it was Senator Tom Udall from New Mexico who tried to offer an amendment that would have said that this operation would be confined geographically to Syria, unless there was some really, mitigating circumstance that required something outside of that. And he was, pardon the expression, shot down pretty hard in the vote on his amendment.